Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Los Angeles, being joined by Oscar Valdez, who's fighting on this Manny Pacquiao versus Timothy Bradley 3 undercard. And you're going up against a solid guy, a former world champion in Evgeny Gradovich. How do you see the dynamics of his experience, his world title wins against your youth, and what you bring to the table?
Well, it's just a great experience for me. I mean, a great opportunity for me to show who Oscar Valdez is. We all know Gradovich is a tough fighter who likes to come forward, throwing as much punches as he can. But I'm just gonna try to be a smarter fighter inside the ring. We know it's all gonna be an exciting fight.
Styles makes fights, they say. Your style is very explosive, but you're very solid fundamentally as well. He kind of likes to grind people. He likes fighting a close fight. Do you see it being like a face-to-face, like in-your-face type of fight?
Oh yeah. I'm expecting that from him. Because that's the only thing we see from him. He's just coming forward and making the fight uncomfortable. But like I said, I'm gonna try to be the smarter fighter inside. If he wants to brawl out, I can also brawl. That's one of my favorite things to do. But I'm just gonna be well prepared for this fight.
What about you do you feel he won't be able to handle the night of the fight?
Well, probably my speed. I think I'm a little bit. I know I'm faster. So I'm gonna have to be quick on my feet as well. Getting those angles, and just if he wants, like I said, if he wants to brawl, I can brawl. But if it gets to a point where I have to be a smarter fighter, I know I'm gonna do that too.
Do you see the fight maybe ending in a knockout, and in specific, do you see it maybe ending with a body shot?
I never picture myself knocking my opponents out. I go.
Really? You don't ever think like you see a fight and you're like, I think I can get that guy. I think I can knock him out. It never goes through your mind?
Well, it does. I think it does to every fighter, but it's just thoughts. But I know Gradovich is a tough fighter, so. In every fight, I always consider myself on go to distance. And if a knockout comes, it goes on its own. And that's my mentality I had since my day first of my fight. And I'm going to keep on having it. If I hurt my opponent, if I hurt Gradovich, I'm going to try as much as to knock him out, to take him out of the fight. But I'm going to be well prepared for all 10 rounds.
But the coaches is different. The coaches, have they told you they feel you're gonna knock him out?
No, Manny, my trainer, he thinks I can win the fight very easy if I want it. He says if I make the fight difficult, it all depends on me, on what I bring to the table. So, like I said, if I hurt my opponent, I'm going to go after him and try to finish him and make the fight easy.
This guy has a lot of fights. He's fought everywhere. He's been on some big stages, but he's had losses as well. What do you make of the losses, and what is there to exploit in a fighter like him?
Well, he's a dangerous fighter, because he's been a world champion already, and he knows how it feels to lose. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to lose again. So I know he's the type of fighter who's going to go out there and give it his best. He's a very tough fighter. He only has one loss against now the champion Lee Selby. Those guys are very tough. So him losing doesn't mean a lot. It only gives him more motivation to get that title again. And I'm in the way. He's in the way he's in the way for me to become a world champion. So I'm just gonna have to give my best to make him aside.
Is this year, this 2016, the year that we're gonna see you really break out and really go from contender to title contender now?
I'm hoping. Like I said, there's not a day where I don't think about that, where I want to be a world champion. Hopefully this year is going to be my year. I'm looking forward to 2016. I started the year very, very tough fight with Gradovich, and I'm looking forward to getting that win.
How active do you want to be after the fight?
Very active, very active. It all depends on the fight. If it goes well, then I'm clean, I'm good to go as soon as possible. But it all depends on my manager. But I want to be as much active as I can to accomplish my dream, get much experience as I can.
You still have the pet alligator?
Oh yeah.
All right, if you guys don't know, Oscar has a pet alligator he's had since it was like little. A crazy thing. First off, why an alligator? Second off, aren't you scared it's gonna bite your hand at any point?
No, I'm not scared of it. Well, I bought it a long time ago. Bought it pretty much. It looked like a lizard when I got it. So now, as years pass, now it's bigger than me. So
Jeez, it's big because you're like 5'8", right?
He's big. He's big right now. He keeps on getting bigger. where I have him. You know, I have him in this big place where he just eats and just lays there and just gets bigger and bigger every day. It's not as bad as it looks on pictures and on camera. If I'm pretty sure if one of you guys were to be with me at the time, you guys will get the confidence to grab him.
No, I'd shit my pants, bro. There's no way. That thing's a man eater.
I'll make sure you'll be all right if you do it.
Speaking of, it's just weird. People get dogs, they get cats, you get an alligator. Do your promoters know you have an alligator? Like, I don't know if like people were like, hey man, like maybe you shouldn't have an alligator. It could kind of hurt you. Oh
yeah, my manager, I guess, Frank Espinosa, always tells me, hey, be careful. He worries. Everyone worries, but I know what I'm doing. I know how to get them.
You're a crocodile hunter now. You're a Mexican crocodile hunter.
That's one of the reasons I got him. When I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of Steve Irwin. Yeah. My alligator's name is Steve because of Steve Irwin. I know how to get him. I always get him with respect. If he's in an angry mood, I don't touch him at all. But there's always ways how to grab him.
Yeah. Looking at that dynamic of having an alligator, how's like the feeding process like happen? Like how does that work?
It's not expensive at all. For a crocodile doesn't need to eat every day. Yeah. It can last months without eating. 6 months, it doesn't have a problem without eating as long as it has water. But obviously, my crocodile eats every other day. Yeah. We have a lot of chickens and roosters, and the roosters end up killing each other. So instead of laying dead, waiting for the ants to eat them, we just get into a crocodile. Yeah. So he keeps on eating and eating, and it gets on bigger and bigger. So it's kind of like a little exercise sometimes. We grab them, go to swim with it, and just have fun.
You swim with it?
Oh yeah.
You're in there with
the crocodile inside a pool.
Yeah, mind blown right now, but kind of dangerous. No, how is it swimming with a crocodile?
He's more scared of me than I'm scared of him. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
And there's times where he's patient, and there's times where he's relaxed, and there's ways to get him. So.
Crocodiles live to like 30, 40 years, right?
I think I'm gonna die first, and then he's gonna die. So I've had this as like I said, practically a lizard, and it keeps on getting bigger and bigger, and I'm getting happier. The bigger he is, the happier I get.
Seeing the main event, you got Timothy Bradley and Manny Pacquiao. So I got to end this interview with your opinion on the main event. How do you see that fight going?
Timothy Bradley, it's one of my favorite fighters of these days. I like his style. I like his attitude inside the ring. He has a warrior attitude. If I were to pick, I'm gonna go with Timothy Bradley,
really?
just because he has that never give up attitude and that warrior heart. And every time I see Pacquiao, I kind of see it going less and less. That Pacquiao we've seen in 2008, 2007, those Pacquiaos, I think they're done. And the contrary with Timothy Bradley, every time I see him with more energy and more.
It's like he's revitalized, reinvigorated.
Every time I see him, I have a little talk with him. He motivates me just to the way he talks and the mentality he has. So if I were to pick, I'm going to go with Bradley.
Wow, you're going against the grain because a lot of people are picking Manny.
Everyone thinks Manny. Yeah. But, I see when someone's hungry. I can always see that. I always see that in Timothy Bradley. So you can never bet against someone against Bradley.
Does he stop him? Is that possible?
No one thought Marcus was going to stop Pacquiao. Yeah, that's true. So anything can happen in boxing. Yeah. So if I were to say, I'll just say Bradley beats him.
He
will stop Brandon Rios. Yeah, so like I repeat, everything can happen in boxing.
There was a wrestler back in the 80s named Jake the Snake. He'd come out with a snake, and I just kind of trying to put two and two together. That'd be awesome if you brought out Steve with you to your fights.
As long as, the state of California or something doesn't take my crocodile away, I'll bring him to the United States. But in Mexico, he's all right. He's all right.
Oscar, it's good seeing you, man. Thank you so much. Oscar Valdez, of course, on the undercard of this Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao matchup in Las Vegas, Nevada.